All right, we are up in the office today. By we, I mean Flash and I, if you can hear him. And I am going to get started on my seeds. I only have a few things that I need to get started on today. I will give you guys a look at this book here in a second so you can see what I am going with. But the office is kind of my seed starting space because I can close the door so the dogs and theoretically mice can't get in here. I've got pretty good light because there's two big windows up here, and it's warm because we heat the shop. I have absolutely terrible handwriting, so I'm assuming you're not going to be able to read any of this. But this is my list on this page of things that I would like to plant this year. I do not have the amounts on here because I haven't decided amounts. I know this looks like an absolute insane amount of things to be starting from seed, but a lot of these seeds are seeds that I've had for 4-5 years, and I need to either use them or throw them away. So a good bit of them may not even germinate for me. It's just kind of an experiment to get them done. But what I did is I wrote down everything that I wanted to grow, everything that I kind of needed to use the seeds up for, and then I went back through and wrote, you know, either direct sow or the amount of weeks out from our last frost that I should be planting them. So I have it all kind of organized in here. I also have my list of things that I will not be doing this year, which is eggplants, beets, and turnips. We just don't like them. We don't like to eat them. Even the chickens don't really like any of this. So it doesn't matter if it grows well for us. If we're not going to eat it, it's not going to take up space in my garden. So here's my list of things. I also have if I need to cold stratify anything and when. So like I've got bells of Ireland, and I need to cold strat them in March, which means now. So when I pull out my things that I'm planting today, I will pull those out to stick them in the freezer until it's their planting time, which I have as 6 to 8 weeks out. So when we come over to this page, and this is all a learning curve for me. I don't know if this is the perfect amount of time out yet, if it's too early, if it's too late for some of the things. Last year I kind of started everything at the same time, and I did it in April. So that was a little bit behind for things like tomatoes and peppers, and for some things like pumpkins, it was a bit ahead. Like they grew a lot by the time I got them planted outside. So we're trying to be more, I don't know what I'd say, professional, more accurate with this. And I've got it all written down so I can come back and kind of make notes later on if this was too early or too late, so then I'll know for future years. Because like I said, trying to crack down on my seed starting and do a better job. Most of my stuff is in the 8-week range out. There's only a few things for 12 weeks out, which is today. So I've got tomatoes, shallots. Those are really old seeds, so I'll be shocked if any of those really start. Fennel, lizanthus, and carnation. Again, the carnation is really old seeds, so I will be shocked if those really do anything. I could also put peppers on here, but it looks like I have peppers on my 8 weeks. That's for a specific reason, I'm sure. So we'll just leave it how I have it written down. But we're going to get these started. I also have some dahlia seeds that I'm going to start today. I'm going to start some today, and I'll start some at 8 weeks out, because I think they're in my 8-week list. Yes, they are. I'm trying to see if this will be way too early. I'll just start a few at 12 weeks, and I'll do the majority at 8 weeks. But yeah, let's get planting. Okay, so for my seed starting, I try to make this as simple as possible. I have popsicle sticks, wooden ones, that I will write, making a mess here. I will write whatever I'm planting on it and the date, and I'll stick that in there. I grab whatever potting mix is on sale. I happen to have the Miracle-Gro potting mix this time. I don't even have a soil scoop. I'm just using one of these because it's an empty container from plants that I got last year. And I've got all of these, which are empty containers from plants from years and years and years. I don't even wash them. They sit outside over winter in like negative whatever. So that's good enough. Maybe one day that'll bite me in the butt, but for now, it's fine. So I'm going to decide how many I want to plant from each type. Fill enough containers, get them labeled, and then start plopping my seeds in. We have tomatoes. I'm going to do the Roma tomato and heirloom rainbow mix from Survival Garden Seeds. And then I've got some older seeds from MI Gardener. These are probably 3 or 4 years old. The Chernobyl and Giant Belgium. And I just kind of need to use them, these ones, before they go bad. These ones I got last year, so they'll be fine. I decided I'm going to do 4 of each, and I might do 2 seeds in each cell tray, or in each cell, so that would be 8 of each, because I don't have the greatest luck with tomatoes. Sometimes they'll do really good, and then all of a sudden they shrivel up, because I think I overwater them sometimes. So we'll go with more than I need, and if I end up with 1 million tomato plants, boo-hoo, who's going to cry about 1 million tomato plants? Next one I'm going to be planting are these 2 carnations. I'm pretty sure, yep, these are from MI Gardener. Again, these seeds are about 4 or 5 years old, so who knows what germination rate is going to be. And I've tried direct sowing these a couple times and didn't ever get anything, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to double seed these cell trays as well, so I'm going to end up planting 16 of each of these. We'll see how it goes. I have 2 more spaces for the little cell trays in here, so I'm going to do fennel. I'm not going to count out how many seeds in each one. I'm going to sow this pretty heavily. These are, again, from Survival Garden Seeds. Remember, I have a discount code. It's in the link. It's for their big packs, but it's a discount code. Or if you want to shop with them and not get a big pack, you can shop through my affiliate link, which is cool. But I'm going to get these planted. Fennel is not, we don't use it in cooking. I don't like the smell. I don't like the taste. But I like it for the butterflies. So that's why I grow it. For the butterflies. Next on my list, I have shallots. I haven't grown these before. Again, this is one I tried years ago and it was just a miserable fail. I tried to direct sow it, I'm pretty sure. Didn't work. So, and these are old seeds, 4 or 5 years old, and onion family. Generally you hear that the seeds are good for like a year and then the germination rate just plummets. So I'm going to use 3 cell trays, and I'm going to do, I don't know where to look. Whoa. I'm going to calm down, Michelle. Too much coffee and not enough food. I am going to sprinkle these pretty heavily in here, just like I did with the fennel, because none of them may germinate, or just a few. So it doesn't make sense for me to do one and take up a whole tray, because there's quite a few seeds in here. We're just going to do it heavy-handed, and what happens, happens. But I've actually never even eaten a shallot. And if I could grow some successfully and find out if we like them, it would help me know if I need to buy some more for the next years. But gotta get them to grow first. Right, next on my planting list is Lizanthus. I had bought a few from an Amish greenhouse last year and I thought they were absolutely beautiful. The flowers, the heads really look like roses, and roses are probably my favorite flower to grow. So I'm excited. I ordered these through Johnny's. I have 4 different types. I have a red one, an apricot one, a lavender one, and a blue one. So I'm excited to get those planted. The seeds are teeny tiny, and this is pelleted. So if that's how big they are pelleted, they are teeny tiny, and it is kind of hard, or at least I thought it was hard to find Lizanthus seeds because just not a lot of companies still had them, at least not when I was purchasing them. Maybe if I did way earlier in the season. I know these also take a long time to germinate and are slow growing, so we will see how they do. Alright, the last seeds that I have to start are the Dahlia Shooting Star from Floret Flowers. I am going to plant some now at 12 weeks out, and I'm going to plant some more at 8 weeks out. I just like to see the difference in how they do. These were very expensive. It was $14 for the seed packet. So I don't know how many I'm going to plant yet. I'll figure that out when I decide how many are in here. But I think I'm going to do a whole video series on planting these guys until they're blooming to see how they turn out, because I know a lot of people bought these, and I know a lot of people probably also looked at the price and then ran, because $14 for a packet of seeds is a little bit insane. I justified it because of the dahlias. I should be able to multiply them every year from storing the tubers, and you can generally take cuttings and root the cutting as well. So on top of seeds, if you feel like collecting seeds. So I'm gonna plant these. Like I said, I guess if it never comes out this summer, I didn't do it, but I think I'm gonna do a whole YouTube video from planting the seeds to them blooming. So we'll see if that happens or not. So here's what we have. Like I said, it's about 12 weeks off, give or take a couple days from, I say, my last frost, but really I push usually about a week past that. So I'm saying about 12 weeks out from June, which our last frost is end to middle of May, kind of depending. We're on the edge of zones 4 or 5, so it's not exact, but I always just push it out until June because that seems the safest. So I do 12 weeks out from June. Here's what I've got planted.